Hi. Hey, I'm Imogen Belfield. I'm here presenting my jewellery collections at the Hoxton Holborn. And welcome. I've got the latest Amazonian collection, which I'm also showcasing at Rose Street. Everything is very rocky and gold and nuggety and looks as if it's just been dug up from the earth, but with a bit of luxury glamour thrown into.
And I believe Cameron Diaz has already worn one of your pieces in her film.
She has. She wore quite a lot of jewels. She wore some statement necklaces, cuffs, bracelets in the Counsellor movie Scott.
Amazing.
And she was lovely. I got to meet her very briefly, and she was like this 6 foot tall goddess.
For sure, just like you, tell me a little bit about your background. How long have you been a designer for? When did the brand first establish itself?
So the brand established itself 6 years ago, and since then I've been working internationally doing shows in America and also in the Far East. I just finished doing a collaboration with a large company out in Shanghai, and that was a collaboration with the BSC and Stephen Webster. That's amazing.
Amazing. I did see that actually on Facebook. I was like, Stephen Webster, that's epic.
He's an awesome mentor, and I've been very privileged to have been a part of Rockford, which I just graduated.
Yay! Amazing. And what inspired you to be a designer originally? What inspired you to work with metals and precious stones? What inspired you?
So my background is in sculpture, so I've applied all those skills that I learned there into metals. So I think the connection is very sort of visual, and I had to dance kind of obviously, because it was the gold. So it went from these like huge sculptures that filled the classroom at school to these kind of miniature little sculptures for the body.
Precious gems. We're going to go through the collection in a second because I'm so excited to see it. My eye is already trailing off. Can you tell me what countries you sell into at the moment?
Yeah, so one of our largest markets is America, and I'm off to Puerto Rico in December for a solo show I'm doing with Reinhold Jewelers, who are one of my best stores out in the States.
That is so exciting. And what countries are on your radar to sell into next?
China, for sure.
Okay.
To continue that relationship, is a really big market, and I had a great response from them. The last show I did in America, the Middle East, and also parts of Europe. Definitely the international market is my market, but then I've got a very loyal following in the UK, to which I create bespoke pieces and commissions and engagement rings.
Engagement rings, yeah, I've seen that. They're absolutely superb.
Yeah, it's a great new kind of branch within the business. So I've got kind of multiple strands.
So one final question before you take us through some of your pieces. What 3 things could you not live without?
I can live without would be, I'm going to be really soppy, my boyfriend.
Yeah, good answer.
My iPhone, which I smash on a daily basis. And then probably the puppy, which I don't have yet, but I'm going to have.
Oh, exciting! And what are you going to call him or her?
I really like the name. Yeah,
I like that.
I think Beethoven's been taken, so let's go with it.
That's so good. So, would you like to take us through your collection here?
Yeah, absolutely. So, I've just got one piece from the latest Amazonian collection just to show you as a sort of teaser. And it's the Amazonian, so it's inspired by the idea of taking the arrowhead, which is a form associated with brutality, but turning it into something very delicate and beautiful. And
Great story.
Thank you. So each piece is set with porcelain, and then we've got topaz here and aquamarines, and then the black is a ruthenium, which is a precious metal. And then the little stones are hematite, which just glisten and sparkle with kind of fineness, which I really like with the new work. And then if you go along here, these are all the fashion pieces, which work great editorially. The stacking rings are kind of some of the best sellers, and you can either wear them as one single ring, or stack them up as a little set, and then you can buy into maybe adding the rocks ring there, and then another, so they each have their own little style. So these are super popular commercially.
I love the multi-layering.
Multi-stack, multi-layering, yeah. And then, some more hidden gems as well. So in the statement piece, it's just add some colour and a new dimension to your work. So pop out pink and green gemstones, which are actually heat-treated onyx, which I never knew you could turn the black stone into something so bright, which is pretty cool. So I discovered that. And then going back to to the layering I do, we've got the different length chains and necklaces. So with one of the models who's walking around today, she's wearing one of the large statement necklaces with the long chain and then layering them up with some of the classic signature pieces, so the nugget necklaces are always very popular. And then of course the glove. Have you seen the glove?
Please.
So it started with the Ferrero ring, which is a single piece. And I thought, well, why not multiply it and turn it into a glove? And it's worked fantastically.
It's beautiful.
It was worn by Madonna as well. It was flown out to New York for Madonna to wear on a shoot. So it's got Madonna's so it's
imprint and vibes and energy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you so much.
Thank you guys so much.
No, thank you guys.